Doing though?
Nah. So I'm actually coaching youth football, 12U. I was kind of thrown in the position. Basically, my son wasn't gonna be able to play, and they didn't have any coaches and stuff. So, and these other kids wanted to play as well. So, uh, I
You
volunteered.
say you saved the day.
Volunteer to be coach, man. So, but I do apologize. I take full responsibility. I was in the practice and stuff, so that's why I
wasn't
went
that
there.
deep, bro. I was just
It
joking.
was it,
I was just joking.
but
It wasn't that deep. You ain't have to apologize on
but you know
national
what, though?
television.
I do because my thing is, as men, we have to take responsibility for what we do. So that's why I'm doing that.
Fair.
So
Fair. But anyway, we got a good show for y'all tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. So anyway, yeah. Welcome to Let's Hoop, y'all.
what up?
To the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand, like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand, yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand, yeah, take it to a straight.
All right, man. So we're gonna get right into it because there's a whole lot, going on this week.
Information download.
Information download. We got a lot going. So let's get right to it. Top 10 for this week.
Let's do it.
So can I just say that I feel like PJ could almost have an and one almost every time he goes up.
Spin cycle? Yeah.
Spin cycle,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Hey man, you can welcome Sam to top 10 too, by the way.
Yeah, Sam came in, got a little nugget up.
I'm about to say, you had a couple people, Miles.
Yeah. Oh, that alley oop, man. That alley oop was that was
Go
gross,
ahead,
man.
Miles. See you.
That was gross.
And DJ. Yes, your block did make top 10.
Oh yeah.
So,
That
congratulations.
block was nasty, bro.
No, it really was though, because
Like-
I actually didn't see it, but when he talked about it, I was just like, okay, it's probably a little block, whatever.
No, it was a
Then I
block.
saw it,
It was a
it was
block.
like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, nah, man, but that it was tough, man. This was a tough week. Not only just for like when it comes to like top 10 and stuff like that, but it was just a tough week in general. Just eliminations and a lot of little things like that. Nah, Steve. Okay, here's the thing. See, I knew this was gonna happen.
Cause he had a nice block.
He had a nice block too, but then TJ had a nice block. Like it's top. It's only 10.
Yeah.
So it's just like we have to. It's so hard to narrow it down. And this week was hard because it was like a lot of people had a lot of the same things. Like a lot of people had blocks. A lot of people had a lot of different things. Hey, but your little, hing, tough lady, that made top 10.
You're stingy, man.
I mean, you want to highlight reels? God, no. I'm just kidding. I'm just talking. But it was a dope week. So let's get into the week. Let's start with this first game: Blazers and Wolves.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about it. Go ahead.
I knew you was gonna go there. All right, so here's my thing. And I actually talked to some of the Blazers players about this after the game was over. The Blazers did not look like themselves. So we in week 9 now, going into week 10, and I've watched the pattern with Wolves games every single week, and this is exactly what tends to happen. It starts out being a great game, right? It starts out being a good game, looks like it's gonna go both ways, this, that, and the third. But then it gets to a point to where the Wolves hit a stride, and they hit that stride, and it's like it threatens takeoff, and so y'all will get like a maybe 10-point separation. In that moment, teams do one of two things. They either kind of band together and make it competitive, or what most teams have done, they go into like panic basketball mode. And it's like everybody tries to get a bucket to match the buckets that y'all are getting, rather than slowly walking the lead down, focusing even more so on making sure y'all don't get buckets. But it's just like everybody's offense becomes, more of a I got to hurry up and get a bucket type offense. And I think that's what happened with the Blazers. I was telling them, I was like, y'all didn't really look like yourselves. I felt like a lot of areas that they typically capitalize in, DJ getting everybody involved, putting everybody in their spots, different things like that. I personally had some lineup questions. I felt like we didn't see their strongest 5 out there on the floor at the same time, and if we did, it wasn't long enough. Like I didn't understand why. Hold on, what? Larry said, dang, you know what's wild? I never got a name from Scott, and I ain't been in the top 10 in a minute. Used to be on that mug consistently. I don't say much, but I'm checking in today. Respectfully. Hey, well, welcome to the show, brother. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. And Buster said they iced Gino out the game.
I don't know about that. I think Gino got his bucket.
Gino is the type of player where it's not a situation where he really can get iced out of the game because he's not a give me the ball player anyway. He's I'm a find mine within the flow of the game type deal. I just feel like overall, well, you know what? It could be a version of icing the player out because, I mean, if everybody else is getting up shots, the person that's not vying for the ball is not getting up shots. So in a sense, it is somewhat being iced out. He said game of the year. I don't know if that would be qualified as game of the year, though. It's been some.
I'll let the people determine.
Yeah, I'm about to say the people going to have to determine that.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. I think us and the Chargers was more of an interesting game. So I can kind of agree with that.
Larry said, "Work be working." Nah, for sure, bro. But you here tonight. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Larry, I got to figure out something for you. I had some ideas. I just haven't figured it out yet. So I got you.
Hey, these names be sticking, man.
Yeah,
I love it. I was looking at Lightning's warm up this past week. I was like, bro, that's tough.
Hey, man, that the Blazers warm was nasty, bro. I like it.
Larry said, no hate to nobody. Love all. Oh man, you already know what it is. We ain't take it that way, brother. We ain't take it that way.
Yeah. So I will point out one thing. I don't like talking about.
Goon was saying it was supposed to be game of the year. Because I think they were saying it was going to be game of the year or something like that.
Man.
That was a vendetta game, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring up the narrative. Okay. Or do you want to bring up the narrative?
I mean, you were there, so I'll let you. I'll let it come from somebody else. So go ahead.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that it was a fun game to watch because I knew it was going to be somewhat personal because in the offseason, y'all had a scrimmage. Mm-hmm. And in that scrimmage, I mean, the Blazers killed y'all.
Yes.
Larry said, I'm all ears, Scott. Be different with it.
Got you, Larry.
So in the offseason, y'all had a scrimmage and they killed y'all.
Demolished.
And Rashad apparently, what he said, Bulldogs and Black Ice could be game of the year along with Titans and Savages, Blazers and Savages. Nah, you know what? I actually 100% agree with all three of those that Steve just mentioned. That all those could have been game of the year because
Didn't y'all have a good game with the Blazers though?
yeah, our game came down to
It's 1 point.
came down to the wire. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of good games.
Yeah, we gotta
That's
go
why-
back through the games and look, figure that out.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all help us out with that. If y'all see some, say something to us. But
What did you say about Amari?
shout out to Amari's defense. He wanted that matchup. Dez said that. What up, Dez?
Oh, Dez is here.
Rush Elite is in the building tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
if you got your kids, man, you want your kids to be trained, but that's the man to do it. I promise you that.
Oh, and they said Gino had 14 shot attempts. Come through, stats. Thank you, sir.
So I will say that I believe the team. First of all, I'm gonna tell you why we were so focused on really trying to get the ball out of Gino's hand. He scored 40 on us last year. I'm just telling y'all, 40.
He did.
I'm talking about with perfect defense on him. He scored 40. So you live and learn. You know what I'm saying? So we had to get the ball out of his hands, and I think we did a good job just kind of poking at him, kind of throwing double teams at him when he had it and stuff like that. So, but to your point, you did say something that yes, that is facts. They are lit. But I want to point out something. See, a lot of people don't pay attention to stuff. So if you go on to our play pass, you can see point differentials, and you can see points scored against and points scored for. Okay, so the Blazers are a top team in this league. Okay, but if you look at their points against, they're actually second to last, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if I'm looking at this, it says 716. I think the Savages have given up 739, and I think 716 is second to last. So the Blazers are offensively driven, and they score a lot of points. So my thing is if we could slow them down defensively, I felt like, offense, because they give up a lot of points. I believe that we have a high enough power offense to be able to combat that. So
Tyler said, Will on the ticket, the boy was working in practice. I mean, y'all said that. Y'all said he had a
Yes.
great practice before this game. So
yes.
makes sense.
So yeah, and shout out to Tyler, man. Appreciate you practicing with us, man. It kind of helps. It kind of helps, when teams get together and practice and just ball out. But that's why Will is on the ticker right now. I mean, I think he was 15 points, 7 rebounds.
Q said, good game, Scott. We got to play defense.
Yeah.
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 But I gotta finish telling the funny part though.
Yeah.
Because
let's go ahead and finish that story.
Shad was on one for this game because
Yeah,
if
he
you
was.
remember, during that scrimmage, Shad wasn't feeling well,
He was not.
and he also wasn't playing well at the scrimmage.
He was not.
And boy, it was a lot of trash talk coming Shad's way. People, this is a different league. You ain't gonna dominate in this league.
From specifically.
Okay, you want me to
Yeah.
go there? From Miguel specifically. So if anybody was wondering why Rashad was going at Miguel so hard yesterday, that was why. Because Rashad, he was one of those, enemies with a long memory.
Very.
Bro, that was months ago at this point, but he ain't forget, and he was waiting for this game, and yeah, he was on one and talking mad trash. So yeah, it just added a little extra, little something on the game. But nah, it was a good game overall. Like I said, just from an analytical standpoint, I just think the Blazers played more panic basketball, and again, lineups. I didn't dare say he didn't play in that scrimmage. Nah, he wasn't there.
No, you wasn't there. But still, at the end of the day, it was a wake up call somewhat, and it was a lot of trash talk, man. But what I'm figuring out is a lot of people can dish it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can dish it, man. But I would say, other than Rashad, which because they were talking.
Q said we ain't know it was smoke.
really?
Yeah, you wasn't there either, Q.
Yeah, it was a lot of smoke, man. But what I'm saying is, it was a lot of attention on Rashad and talking to Rashad and telling Rashad this is a different league and all of that stuff. So the rest of the team, I made sure to tell them that, we need to win with class and, we're not celebrating. We're just going to go shake hands. And, they did that, but I let Shad talk.
Shad missed that part.
Well,
Shad was
no.
like, nope.
I didn't say nothing to Shad because, man, at the end of the day, people talk, man. And, hey, you can talk, but, hey, when it came time to what counted, Shad showed up.
Yeah.
He showed up. But still got to talk about Will, though. I mean, that practice that Will had, Will, man, we've been working with this dude. And I'll tell you guys this: Will does that in practice. Like what you saw in the game, he does that in practice. It's just a lot of times when the lights shine on people, you know what I'm saying, it make them act a certain way. But the cool thing about it is the leaders of the team, like Rashad, like Desi, like all of them, man, Miles, they were encouraging him, man. When he was open, they were like, shoot it. Because we've seen him hit them shots, man. So I just got to give kudos to the team, man, for rallying around him. And now the league is starting to see, that he is somewhat of a weapon. So kudos to Will, man. Good game, man. I'm proud of him.
Yeah. And just to my last point, again, those lineups, like if I was coaching, for example, I don't see why, especially when you have like Rashad in and you need, you're at a size disadvantage. I don't see why you don't have like momentum in basketball in general, not just in this league, but basketball. It's a real thing. With the games that Jermaine has been having, these past 3 and 4 games or whatever the case may be, there's no reason he wasn't on the floor more. Like I told him yesterday, I said I didn't see enough of you in this game. Like you. And then, again, having a size deficit, I don't understand why I didn't see a Jermaine, Tristan, and Gino line up with all 3 of them together because all 3 can play big, and all 3 can guard guards as well. All 3 can run the floor. Will is best kept secret. Possibly. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like they can guard guards, so you don't have to worry about switches. Like
right.
They can guard guards, they run the floor. You wouldn't have to worry about them getting ran off the floor with guards because all 3 of them get up and down the floor. So it's just kind of like, so you take the 3 of them, then you add DJ and Lightning or Aaron and Lightning, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of like I never saw that combination, and to me, that's one of your stronger combinations. No disrespect to anybody else, but when you're talking about all 5 together at the same time, that's one of your strongest combinations, and I never saw that. I feel like I didn't see that combination at all on the floor, but I know for a fact I didn't see it enough.
Well, I would say this. I don't know if it's an injury thing because Aaron, he still wasn't. I can tell he wasn't at 100%. So I'll say that.
Kenneth said Jermaine only had 2 shot attempts. That's crazy with the last couple games he's had. That's crazy.
But that's like Jermaine's not injured, so I don't understand that one. But
well, even if Aaron was injured, you could switch that out with DJ and still have DJ Lightning, Gino, Jermaine, Tristan. Like that's still dangerous.
Yeah.
Even if we want to just say Aaron is injured, because I mean, he was still kind of testing it out, whatever the case may be. You always need that game to kind of get back in. And
right.
Boy, coming back to the Wolves, that's a heck of a game to reintroduce. So, but
I understand because it was a. I mean, the teams wanted to play each other, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand like being a competitor. You wanna go up against what's considered one of the top teams. You always want to do that. So I do understand, but. I'm with you on that. I still don't understand.
El Presidente,
Jermaine.
What up, boy?
I don't understand why Jermaine wasn't in the game because I think Jermaine has proved to be an asset to that team. So, but I mean, look, I'm not in the locker room, so I don't, I don't have answers. I can only ask questions. That's all.
Tyler said El Presidente didn't get enough PT either. I mean, hey, that's kind of the brains of their operation. You know what I mean? Like he is and not only the brains but also the engine. You saw the block on defense on top 10.
I mean,
like,
that was.
I mean,
Hey
when
DJ, I don't know if you saw yourself on top 10, but that block was like, I kind of cringed on the sidelines, man. I was like, it was almost like a fan moment.
Yeah.
You know, like, hold on, I'm coaching. I can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, hey.
Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it was a nice play, man.
Yeah.
It was a nice block.
Yeah,
So.
I think it's one of those things where, from a coaching standpoint, when you're playing certain teams, like you gotta. This league is no longer at a place where you can just let talent win for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you literally have to outcoach other coaches now. Like you literally have to, orchestrate as a coach. Managing minutes and all the type of stuff. It's beyond that now. Like you got to look at who's on the other side of the floor. Oh, okay, they got Rashad in. Yeah, man, your block made top 10. I think it was like 9. I think
It was 9.
It was 9.
definitely
Yeah.
9.
But yeah, you know what I mean? You got to look at who's on the floor. Oh, okay, Rashad is off the floor. Okay, now I can put that smaller lineup in.
Right.
Whatever. Okay, I got Rashad on the floor. I don't even necessarily want to rely on one person, or whatever the case may be. I got 3 out there, so let's just say that a switch happens. Oh, okay, he on Tristan. I'm cool with that. Okay, he on Jermaine. I'm cool with that. Okay, he on
Right.
Gino. I'm cool with that. Like, it gives you options. You know what I mean?
So you're saying bodies, throw more bodies.
Oh, my God. You just say, I want to thank the committee for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Go to sleep, man.
Kendrick said Josh came to play. He had 26 points in the loss. Josh always comes to play.
But you know what Josh told me? Because I was like, man, Josh, good game, man. Of course, I said Black Lightning. He's like, but it wasn't enough. Like he literally said, but I didn't do enough. I'm like, bro.
Okay. Before we go to the next game, can I address that? That's the second time I've heard that when it has come to points and people being like, I scored this much, but it wasn't enough. And I think that's because like offense is so, glorified in the game of basketball nowadays, understanding like, first of all, single offense doesn't win basketball games.
Right.
So, I mean, he could have had 50 and still lost. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you can't look at it as you didn't do enough. The way I look at that, you did your job.
I think he played.
What is your job on your team? You're one of the main offensive weapons on your team, and you had 26. You did your job. If y'all lost, the drop off was somewhere else. So it's not that you didn't do enough. And as we talked about earlier, it was defensively.
Right.
The drop off was defensive. So yeah, it's just I've heard that like 3 or 4 times now. Like
Right.
that I didn't do enough. It wasn't enough. And I'm like, nah. Like you can have 50 and still lose. Like it's not all about the scoring. It's the other stuff as well. But anyway, you had something else you wanted to add to
I
that?
was just gonna say he played a heck of a game to me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean I understand. I mean because you kind of ticked off at a loss, but dude, he played.
Josh
good.
never cheats the game, bro.
No, bro.
He gonna give you
played-
110.
Yeah, so nah.
If it's a pickup game, it don't matter.
Exactly.
Like Josh
Exactly.
never cheats the game.
Exactly. So, yep.
All right, so who we got next?
Moving on next, we have who was the second game? I'm sorry, y'all.
What is it? Savages and the Panthers?
Panthers and Savages.
Yeah.
So I is it me, or do the Savages just get up for certain things? It seems like okay, the Savages. What is it? Turnovers kill the Blazers.
Turnovers killed the Blazers.
Oh, Ken was gonna talk about some turnovers.
Miguel said it's my fault, hands down. Just blame me. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's your fault, hands down. I mean, it was a couple things. It was defense. It was what else did we say? What did we talk about? Though y'all were getting buckets, it wasn't a spread offense like it normally is.
Right.
It's normally Gino hitting, Quinn hitting, a little bit of everybody getting in there.
Yeah, everybody's talking about defensive rebounds right now.
Yeah, defense, rebounds, but I wouldn't say it's your fault. However, I would say that, like I said, just from my own standpoint, that lineup thing was the only thing, that I felt like. But I can't say it's all your fault. You did poke the bear, however. I will say that. You were out there poking the bear. Savages get active when they want to. We'll bounce back. We win together. We lose together. Nah, for sure, Quinn. For sure. Okay, so Savages.
Yeah, so I just wonder, like Tyler just said, what my thoughts are. Savages get active, you know what I'm saying, when they want to, and I'm just like, man, it's weird. Like it's like they win against the teams.
Tyler.
What do you say?
He said, no, it's all Miguel's fault.
I'm not getting into that, but it's like they win against teams that you don't think they're gonna win against, and they lose against teams
that they shouldn't. Yeah,
I'm like, bro,
Savage's big three played well.
They did, but I'm just like, man.
Miguel said retirement. Retirement.
Whatever, Miguel.
You're 2 seasons removed from Coach of the Year. Why would you retire?
Nah, bro. But yeah, I just I don't. It's kind of weird with the Savages, but I mean, I like the team, man. They're real scrappy. So, but I'm trying to think. Neither team has a coach right now, right? Was anybody coaching on either team? So, I know. But
I'm like, yeah.
But it was just weird, man. It's just weird because I think the Savages was just hungry. They was like, hey, man, we got to win to get in.
Man, listen, I will say this. What was really, he's 40. Man, Steve finished with a triple-double, and it's only been 3-1 this season. Hey, look, I'm going to say this. The Jordan-Steve matchup was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Jordan was getting his buckets, then Steve was coming down and getting his buckets. Like I said on the live stream, I was just like, all right, really, Tyler, battle of the coachless. Nice. I said it on the live, I was like, yeah, nah, I ain't doing Who Is He no more.
He bet the young big.
Yeah, he bang now because bro, like we not even gonna disrespect this man talking about who is he no more. Like, nah, we know who he is. Like, nope. I'm not calling him Who Is He no more because bro has been killing. To me, I feel like he had somewhat of a quiet season last season.
Right.
But I think he's been back to vintage Steve this season.
Right.
And it's just kind of like, yeah, nah, ain't no Who Is He no more. Like, we good on that. They said the Savages bench played well. The Panthers coach is their best player, Jordan. Brains of the operation.
Right.
But yeah, I just think it was a good game overall. To Kenneth's point, that this Savage's big three played well. I mean, you got good games from all three of them.
Right.
PJ played well. TJ played well. TJ had a nasty block that honestly could have made top 10 as well.
Right,
like it was crazy. Right. Like everybody, played. Jordan only had 22 points.
Yeah. That's one of those things where it's like, yeah, Jordan only had 22.
Only had 22 points.
And that's a deserving statement because
he just torched.
He kills everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's really a slowdown for Jordan.
Yeah, and it was the manner. I guess it was probably more of a quiet. It wasn't like the emphatic 43 he gave the Red Hawks the week before. But it was more of a, a long throughout the game. Because, I mean, last week it was loud. He had like 20 in the first half.
But this game had a lot of, like, you see what's happening now. So because the Savages beat them, now the Savages still have a chance to get in.
They still have it.
And
it's currently one team right now that is eliminated. So yes, these other people have a chance. Why
did you say that like that, Darius? Like,
you know why I said it like that? The heck? Can I get my handshake? Joe, I'll let you and Steve. Not Steve. I'll let y'all work that out. Anyway, so yeah, it was a good game overall on the Panthers, and Kobe had a good game too for the Panthers.
Oh man,
Kobe was hooping. Bro.
Kobe was hooping, man. That was the Kobe I've been waiting to like really see
all season,
like break out. Yeah. He was hooping.
I ain't gonna lie, I was finna get mad at CI. CI, if you watching, I was finna be whole mad at you, cause CI missed like his first like 4 or 5 shots, and I was just like, really?
Why you gonna do that? Why you gonna do it this game?
This game you wanna do that? Game before that, he ain't missed. He might have missed 1 shot the game before that.
Hey man, it was like the old NBA Jam. He's on fire.
Nah, for sure. Wait, what team is eliminated, Darius? I'm gonna tell you how petty this question is. I actually saw the like on Instagram. This particular person actually liked the post already. So this is a whole petty move, and you just want me to say it. That's fine, bro. The Red Hawks are eliminated. Yeah, we out of there. Lowest points Jordan has scored all season. He might be right.
I think.
Wait,
hey,
hold on.
Kenneth, check us on that.
If you ever walked out on your team, you cannot get a label. What you mean by that? What you mean by that, K-Ro? And now we getting y'all. Don't start with the superlatives yet. The award races. That's
here
the
we go.
end of the show. God dog. Kobe had. Yeah, Kenneth said Kobe had 20 points.
Kobe was balling, bro.
Kobe had 20.
And that's crazy. Kobe had 20 and was balling. Jordan.
Oh,
had
they said non-Steve. He had 17 against the Blazers.
Ooh.
It's crazy how this is a whole topic, though, right?
Ooh.
Like everybody's arguing over who slowed Jordan down the most. That's kind of crazy.
Man, he got the name.
Apparently,
Got the name, brother.
Blazers held Jordan to less. No, he left the game with an injury. Why you coughing, Steve?
See how Kenneth came in and
Hey man,
put clarity.
Kenneth coming
He
through
put
with the
clarity.
stats and
That's what I'm saying.
the clarity tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes,
See you,
sir.
Dr. Durden. Yes, sir. But yeah, it was a good game overall. Like I said, it was just good basketball. Carol, what you meant by that though? When you said if you walked out on your team, like who walked out on their team? Who we talking about? Anyway,
But I'll say this though. I think the Panthers' problem is they don't have size. So when you got a PJ on the other side, that's a more skilled big man, they have problems with that.
yeah,
So I think that's the issue because most of their stuff is coming, from a lot of 3-point shots. It's not a lot of it's slashing. That's down low. It's not anybody that can really go down there and just get a bucket, post up. So in this league, as long as we've had this league, it's a big value on bigs. And if you don't have bigs on your team, it can kind of mess with you. So
one word, delusional. So Juan, I heard you talking about that a little bit Sunday night. But you care to elaborate here live on national television? And yeah, I said national television. We speak those things that be not as though they were. You know what I mean? But anyway,
Juan and I had a long conversation, man. We had a long conversation. So, black ice or black eye?
so I'm just saying, I was primarily guarding Jordan that game, held him to his lowest game, and gave the Panthers an L. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I mean, bruh, listen.
Sounds like we have a cooking of a one-on-one.
That would be, you know what? That actually would be a.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what he's saying. K-Ro was saying, I'm sorry, I just had a whole ADD moment. I went back to K-Ro's comment when he said if you walked out on your team, you shouldn't be able to be in the runnings for anything. So, yeah.
Who walked out? Was it?
I have no idea. But to Steve's point, yeah, nah, that's definitely, right. Like you said, Hollywood, definitely a salute because that's not an easy task. So, definitely Dr. Durden has it. Bro, I've been calling him Dr. Durden forever, bro. I'm telling you, that's his name. I refuse to call him anything else.
Yep.
So, yeah, but that's definitely tough for Steve. And because not only was he playing defense, but he was also getting buckets too. So he was playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Vet moves.
Vet moves.
Vet moves,
for sure.
Steve.
For sure. All right, man. Let's go to this next game.
All right, next
And
game.
you already know I ain't talking about it, so you can go ahead and get it started. Redhawks, Chargers.
Okay, so we got to talk about your starters though. Like, what was that about?
Okay. All right. So wait, hold on. Before we do that, we're gonna address Juan's comment. He said coaches, players, low basketball IQ, no accountability all over the league. We gotta talk about this more so it can go ahead and start going in the right direction. Hey, nah, for real though. Dang. All right, we gonna hold that thought, Juan, because yes, it is a conversation that does need to be had. Because I mean, there are a lot of delusional people in the league, bro. Like people that believe they should be doing this, and people that believe they should be doing that, and people that don't have IQ but think just because they can score they should be doing this. It's a lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff. Coaches.
How many times I look into the camera like this?
Yeah, coaches having to be able to say, you know what, what I'm doing is not working. Let's switch it up, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of ego and a lot of different things going on. But I will segue into oh no, I'm about to address that comment. I'm gonna segue into what the reason that start happened that way.
Yeah.
So
Give us some insight.
you know, there's been some you know, internal feelings, like, you know, in the locker room at feeling like they should have more of an opportunity, you know, a chance to start, you know, all that type of stuff. I definitely agree with Steve's comment. It's basketball everywhere nowadays. I can agree. And so, you know, it was one of those things where the coach was just like, you know, all right, y'all want y'all opportunity, here you go. And it was also one of those things where we scrimmaged in our practice, and they beat us in one of the scrimmages. So coach was like, all right, cool. Well, y'all go ahead and start then. And this is your opportunity to basically, you know, you want more PT, whatever. It's your opportunity. So, and they played well. So to DJ's point about freezing Lance out, I don't necessarily believe that it was a y'all froze Lance out type thing. There are multiple people I can name that are capable of scoring that didn't score much, didn't shoot much. It wasn't just a, you know, we froze one person out and that's why we lost type thing. It was because honestly, just to be real, we have guys on our team that can score. It's not just a one person offense. So, but it's a situation where we'll just say balls. I felt it was the Redhawks versus the Redhawks and Chargers. What the heck does that even mean?
That means that it was the Redhawks versus themselves and the Chargers.
Okay, I just wanted
That's
clarity.
what that means.
So King said you guys had no answer for defending Go-Go Gadget. Man, listen, let me tell you something. Me and Jordan were talking about this. Jordan Forte, we was talking about this. It was like, bro, some of those, like, we were there. Khalil just hits tough buckets, bro.
Well,
like
he's something else.
he a problem, bro. Like he just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So that's the thing about it. And it was just like with that game, it just kind of got to a point to where the offense was disjointed. They were hitting some tough shots. I mean, I feel like there were instances where we were playing good defense, but some of the shots, they just still went in. And yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna go into a whole lot of what it could have been. It's Tyler hit the nail on the head, to be honest. You know, Redhawks versus Redhawks.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Right.
And I'm gonna be honest, and I'll say it here, it's just accountability, egos, got to be checked at the door. You know, we playing for wins, not for stats. I mean, it's just a whole lot of things that's just got to be checked, to be honest with you.
So I'll say it like this. It was not the time to try to figure out something against a team like the Chargers, who are actually playing a lot better now. Chargers actually in the beginning of the season did not look like the Chargers, but they're starting to look like themselves now. And with you guys going through the stuff that you're going through and trying to still figure out pieces and stuff like that, it just wasn't the time. It's the end of the season. So basically, you went up against a powerhouse team. I mean, and they just did what they were supposed to do against somebody who's somewhat disjointed right now. You know, so that's just what happens. Also,
but you know what the crazy part is, though? They actually played very well against them in that first quarter.
They did. But, you know, once again, they had something to prove, not only to you guys, but to themselves as well. So, I mean, you can take what information you want to take out of that as well. So
true. Kenneth said, in fairness, KB does that to everyone.
He does. So, because KB he's something else.
So he said, if you have a player like him that can get hot quickly, feed the beast, because we all know he isn't a selfish player. Him eating it helps the whole team.
He's talking about KB. He's talking about KB, right?
Yeah, he's talking about Lance. Lance not getting enough shots.
So I mean, I'm not. So in that case, I'm not in y'all's locker room, but Lance, he's like that player that does a lot of good things, a lot of great things, but it's like that. Yeah, no, yeah. type thing. So what I mean by that is Lance shoot these shots that's like crazy, and they go in a lot of times, But it was a couple of things that Lance did. Like he was by himself in the backcourt and literally lost the ball. Then he tried to do a fancy dribbled off his leg and lost the ball, and it was a turnover. Nobody was on. Like, that type of stuff is frustrating. I know as a coach that would be frustrating to me, but I know as teammates that can be frustrating as well. And I think it also got in Lance's head, So I don't know what's going on with Lance, but it's just like, man, he does great things, and then sometimes he does bonehead things. So it's kind of like, what do you do with
K-Roll
that?
said the Redhawks wasn't playing hard. Bigs wasn't making their, regardless of figuring out roles, Bigs' job is to be dominant around the rim on both ends.
Yeah. But like I said, if you're disjointed, what I mean by that is like, if it's people like say like a Lance is like, man, I should have got more shots, or if it's people on the team that's always talking about that and not talking about the team itself, that can hurt the team. The teams that are good in this league has figured out a way to play as a team, and not as an individual stat stuffer. So the top teams in this league don't really worry about that stuff. They worry more about the win and how we're gonna win versus who gonna eat today or who's gonna get more minutes today. You get what I'm saying? So I think that kind of hurts because, and even last year, I talked to Corian about this, how the Chargers always fed the hot man. They fed the hot man. They didn't care who the hot man was, they fed him. So I think that's what happens. So got a lot of comments going
So
by.
He said Lance's style of play, you gotta let him be himself. His game's unorthodox, so but it'll make or break your team, but it's very solid. And we've been but that's the thing though. It's like that's why I've always encouraged him all season. Like,
Right.
bro, it was a whole play last game where I appreciate that. Hey man, I love my boy Showtime, man. Showtime be looking out. Wait, go back to Juan's comment real quick. So with Juan's comment, I saw your comment too, Shaq. We'll get back to it. So to Juan's comment about Lance, that's why he hold through a layup over the goal last game. My first one, but it was one of his tricky ones.
Right.
And like my first thing was, hey, stay aggressive. I don't care because next play you'll hit that. You know what I mean? So it's just
he will.
So it's just like, for sure. Like we know his style of play is like, his style of play is definitely like that. To Shaq's point, man, listen.
What did Shaq say? I didn't see.
No, he was asking like what was said about him, basically, because they were shouting Shaq out.
Oh, okay.
So they was asking, they were asking about him. But no, seriously, bro, like these bigs have a high shooting percentage starting out, but they stopped going to him. CEO was overlooked multiple times that game. Dez asked, what are they missing? Ain't nobody's league slowing. So, going back to Shaq, since they talking about Shaq now. Nah, bro, like, these past, like, I dare to say, like, 3-4 games, bro. Shaq honestly got back to what he came in the league doing last season. Yeah. What he did in the first couple of games this season. And then, of course, there was a couple quiet games in the middle. But it was just that, to answer that, Goon kind of hit it on the head. A floor general, facilitator, point guard. El Presidente would be a great fit there. It's funny, me and DJ actually low-key had that conversation. I told him that. I was like, hey, you would be a great fit, but, I ain't going to mess with him in his Blazer situation. They got what they got.
Blazer?
But yeah, like, Shaq is just he's being a presence.
Absolutely.
He's being a presence. He's being an offensive threat. And it's just kind of one of those things where it's like they're able to play off of him. And, again, when you collapse in on him, when you – Shaq grabbed the rebound over all five of the Redhawks starting five.
Yeah.
Hey, look, listen. He said my house costs too much to move.
Really? He
I think he's talking about when we got Sky West all over the country, and he get traded to another team. You actually got to move to go play there. We paying players, sound familiar.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, like Shaq's just honestly been dominant. You know what I mean? He's just honestly been dominant these past couple games, just showing why they did what they did in the championship, and him and Malik just kind of went to work. So, I mean, even if you look at the way the game was too, Malik and KB didn't even start.
Yeah, they've been doing that about all season though.
I mean, I know, but everybody was like, based on who we put out there, I'm like, bro, their most dangerous weapons arguably weren't even out there. Aside from Shaq, their main other people you can say is the main scorer, Shaq and Jamon were on the floor, but KB was not on the floor.
Right.
I can't remember if Hill Shoot. I think Hill Shooter was on the floor. But yeah, man, it was. Yeah, we ain't gotta keep talking about this game.
Somebody said, I believe the Chargers are playing Chargers basketball. Who was that, Kenner? Yeah.
Feeding the hot hand.
Yeah. So the Chargers, like I said, I had a conversation with Corian, and I believe when they played the Blazers, even though they lost to the Blazers, I saw Chargers basketball. Mm-hmm. Like, I saw great basketball from the Chargers, and I saw a turnaround from them. So I'm just like, man, I mean.
It's that matchup for Sunday.
Hey.
Blazers, Chargers.
Oh, man, we got to talk about that. But anyway, that's later.
Yes, later. That's later. That's later.
Because, man, that's going to be a game. But we'll move on for your sake.
Yeah, because I'm tired of talking about it, bro. Like, we already know what it is with us, man. We just got to do some stuff differently. But before we go to the next game, though, we are going to take a quick little commercial break, because I need some water.
Got that cotton mouth.
A little thirsty. But, we're going to take a quick commercial break real quick, and we'll be right back, and we're going to cover these last two games, and then we're going to go into these award races because, man,
it's lighting up.
It's lighting up. So we'll be right back. Quick little commercial.
Been hanging out with you at a lot of the games for this season. Can I tell you, it has been amazing watching the camaraderie, watching the team spirit, and watching you guys get out there and do your thing. It's been amazing. Had a little time to share some conversation with many of you. And can I tell you, when we're talking, I'm thinking about me at your age and thinking about how I did not have anyone to lead me and to guide me and share certain things with me. But I want you to know that I care about you and that I'm here to do that for you. It doesn't matter what the need is, what the thought is, what the trauma may be. I've been equipped to help you, and I want to see you succeed in life. Just like you're succeeding on that court, I want to help you succeed in life. So if that's something that you need, if that's something that you desire, give me a call and let's talk about it, and you can live your best life now.
So, Joe, what does that even mean? CEO is under that pressure.
I guess to get that team right. I guess that's what he means.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Shaq said, "Ooh, a new commercial." Yes, sir. Hey, man, listen. It's been rough this year, but hey, we got some stuff in there, man. We got some stuff in there. We actually got a couple things. We're not gonna use them all in this show, but yeah, a couple things. There was one comment during the commercial that Shaq is hilarious, bro. But look, on that note though, on a serious note, just to deviate from basketball just for a quick second in light of that commercial, there's a lot of guys that call me. It's a lot of guys that call Sky, just about stuff that's going on and all this type of stuff like that. And y'all already know, like, this isn't, just about basketball. This is about helping y'all and trying to help y'all get to better because, again, we know y'all want better in certain areas, in certain situations. So there is help available. You can lead a person to the water, but you can't make them drink. So, right. But we just always want to make sure y'all know help is available. My dad, he's been at the games, and he cares for y'all just like we do. And so, rewind it later on, get that phone number if you need it, and use it because I'm telling y'all, like, the stuff is helpful. The information is helpful, and it's stuff that y'all can use. So, definitely tap in. If you feel like that's something that you need, definitely tap in. All right, so people have to be on the floor.
They're still talking about Juan's comment, so we can address that after we finish the games, I think.
All right, so we'll finish the games, and then we'll talk about Juan's comment because that's been the hot topic all night.
It has.
Bulldogs. K-Ro said, make that call. He knows. Yes, sir. You're right, K-Ro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So where we at?
Bulldogs, Black Ice. So, referees. That's all I'm gonna say, man. It was a rough. That was probably the roughest game referee wise. It was a very, very, very rough game. I always believe in not the referees not.
And shout out Kenneth as well. Kenneth said
game.
he's available to to help as
To
well.
help as well, yeah.
Oh, also one more shout out before we go. It's my boy Tristan's birthday. So Tristan, we want to shout you out. I told him, I said I'm gonna shout you out on the show. It's Tristan's birthday, so
How
happy
old
birthday,
is he?
bro.
21.
Man, I don't know how old that is. I'm not sure.
I was just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Where did Scott find the Sky? But same thing. Where did Scott find the music playlist he was using Sunday?
Who was that?
I don't know.
So it was a.
I think he was laughing at it though. I don't know.
It was a few things on the playlist that was sent to me by some people.
Me?
No, not you.
I was about to say,
I'm not calling nobody out, but it was a few things that I played that was like wasn't really
Fitting.
my style. So, but it is what it is.
No, I'm gonna tell you what pissed me off.
What?
When we ended our game, when our game was over, "Smile" by Kurt Franklin was playing. That made me even more bad, bro. It was like, bro, why the frick is "Smile" playing right now,
So
bro?
that was one of the requests.
It's like, who the heck? Nobody want to hear this after you just
Listen,
lost?
I'm just saying, bro. It was
Get the heck out of here.
it was like a YouTube video.
So,
sent to me,
but yeah, anyway, let's go to this because they talking about the refs. First of all, I'm gonna say this: that last play, bro. I'm sorry, but in real time, and from where I was sitting, that looked like a foul, bro. All day, every day, you got a man in front of him, you got a man behind him. Looks like the man behind him bumps him. It looked like a foul. In real time. But when you go back
and look at it, dude, I'm telling you. So I can say this.
and Fletcher should have had 11 free throw attempts because Fletcher got beat up.
Oh, now
every time he
that
touched the
is
ball.
a true story. That is not fictional. Fletcher should have had a lot of free throws. So, but I will say this, and I'm gonna let the last play. I'm gonna let it rest on this. So, I do think, based on the video and what we saw, I do think they got the call right based on what I saw in the video. I didn't see any contact on the video, but the word inconclusive was used. So if it's an inconclusive call, right? You're supposed to stick with the call on the court. Am I?
Listen, the referees made the call, man.
They did, but I'm just saying I disagree when you use the word it's inconclusive. So
to Steve's point, when he said, so King said too many games this year have been decided on the last play by the refs. That I can agree with as well.
Yeah.
But going back to Steve's point, he said that that Black Ice lost that game before they even got to that last shot, and I can agree because they were up going into the fourth quarter.
They were.
So they definitely let it go. K-Ro started doing K-Ro things, started going crazy. King was hitting. I mean,
K-Ro started going crazy.
see, right on cue. Yeah, it was just, man, the Bulldogs are a scrappy team, bro. And I swear, Lango finishes the toughest layups I've ever seen, bro.
Man, Lango is like, man, that dude.
You heard your boy Pierre singing his name?
Boy, that was funny.
I was like, seriously?
L-A-N-G. I was like, hey, bro, you on one today.
At some point, y'all got to step in as owners because that was awful. I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all got to understand, on a game day, we cannot do that because it will make us partial If we step in for Black Ice, the Bulldogs are going, yo, what are y'all doing? How can y'all do that for them? If we step in for the Bulldogs, Black Ice is going, yo, how can y'all do that? Like that's not how you handle that. Like, so yeah, I do have to address that. Like, y'all can't be like, hey, y'all got to do something in the moment, because we can't do that. It'll make us partial to one of the teams.
Right.
And Ken, if you said Fletcher went to the line 6 times, it should have been 9 or 10.
Man, Fletcher was getting beat up, and Fletcher was looking like old Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? Like getting the rebounds, doing whatever he was doing. So,
man, listen, hey Juan, I almost want to. How close are you, bro? Pull up to the studio,
well, you really do.
Because you on your soapbox tonight, and you're not lying, bro.
Let's read that out loud.
I disagree with a lot of the complaining with the refs. A lot of dudes be undisciplined on defense, like bad, to the point they don't think that they're fouling, which again is delusional.
We gonna park that comment because we gonna talk about it.
Bro, I wish you could pin, like, you know,
Yeah,
comments.
we're gonna pin that comment
bro,
too.
I be on the live saying it sometimes. I be like, bro, like how do you feel like that's not a foul? You touched them. You all touched them.
Yeah.
Showtime shout out too long. Joe should have been on the floor. That ISO shouldn't have been called for that player. And they stopped going to Fletcher down the stretch. Honestly, he was the hot hand. Agreed.
But we know the MO of that team. We know who has the ball at the end of the game. We know who has the ball at the end of the game. And TJ's not there, so it's either him or Josh.
What are you talking about at the very end of the game?
At the very end of the game, if it's close, one of those two gonna have the ball. You know what I'm saying? Now, I might get in trouble for saying this, but I ain't. No, I'm gonna say it.
Brian, so you're not about to do that massive setup and then back out? Absolutely not.
Black Ice as a team, they are very good actors. You understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm going with this? They know how to sell a call. So I've seen it numerous times since they started. They know how to sell. They're vets, so you know they know how to flail their body certain ways and make it look like calls. So sometimes I think the refs are like, man, these jokers are flailing, and
so you feel like, because based on what you're saying, you feel they have a history of flopping, so
Absolutely.
the refs just don't give it to them.
Absolutely. This season, the refs have not been giving them all the calls that they normally get. I'm being completely honest with you. You know, so I'll say that. I'm gonna leave that alone.
He said Guns, Roses, and that person that refused to identify themselves. Let me stop saying that, because it may be somebody that's not an actual player. So
right.
So, but hey, whoever you are, we're glad you're here. Glad you're here with us. But man, listen, it's a lot of good comments going on right now. Like y'all killing. Go back to can you go back to Steve's comment real quick? Tate Cromer. Can you go back to Tate Cromer? If they played defense and kept going to what was working, there was no need for that last shot from Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ice got to break that team up. Is it time to break that team up? No Rodney. TJ out. Is it time to break that team up? I guess this will be a topic for next week after the regular season is over. Can we go to King? Black Ice was up when they did not get a charge call to get free throws to win it in the first segment. Refs should come together on crucial calls when they are critical.
True.
Agreed. Where we at? They were up double digits and let K-Roll walk them down in 1:30.
Now that comment is the truth. Like, why were you in that situation?
Let's take a celebration moment real quick. Shout out to 50 people in the chat. Absolutely.
A word?
Absolutely.
We got 50 people in the chat.
50 people in the chat.
50 people in the chat.
He said Josh is a flop king.
Who said that?
Man,
Who said Josh is a flop king?
Don't do my boy like that.
Who said that?
Don't do my boy like that.
Hey, bro. I'm speaking, man. Like, I'm just telling you.
They had enough time to get a bucket. Also, I think they were down one. That three wasn't the best option. I think it actually would have been a 2.
It would have been a 2.
Yeah, it would have been a 2.
It was right around the free throw line.
Yeah, it was right
that
around the
happened.
free throw line. Yeah. Time to break. DJ says it's time to break a couple teams up.
But now let's talk basketball. I mean, you're up double digits. A minute 30 left.
Nah, they wasn't up.
I
double
mean,
digit with a
they
minute
weren't
30.
up 30, but you were up double digits at one point in this game,
Yeah.
and this joker went off.
DJ said,
I started blushing. Really?
"Wait, hold on." He said one thing. Y'all have to realize Darius is still a player. So on Sundays he can't just throw the CEO out and just make stuff happen at a drop of a dime. My brother,
Yeah. And
I don't know what I can do to
Yeah.
repay that statement, brother.
Yeah.
But I don't try to speak on that type of stuff because I just do what I do. But I appreciate that for sure.
Because I don't even. I'm like, man, it's the refs call. I don't even address it, man. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. Nah, Shaq, I appreciate that for real, bro. Because it's definitely you having to wear different hats, but you know, it is what it is. What you say? We haven't had a full team all season. I gave y'all 25 in an undisclosed scrimmage. This is before we even got Don. He was on y'all team at the time. Y'all wouldn't dare be the full team.
Is he talking about Black Ice? Who is he talking about?
They call that man LaJosh James.
Who is calling him that, Joe?
Joe called him that, yeah. One said, I talk realistic, not delusional. We can go there if you just want to go there, though. 20-man hustle plays, a layup, bring us within 2-1. We can put cheese. Hey, man, y'all be talking about these games for money. I want, just let us know where they're going to be at. I want to come watch. You know what I'm saying? But where were we, sir? Where were we?
But yeah, so like Black Ice was playing good ball, and then like basically, like I said, it was a K-Roll show. It really was the Bulldog.
So Kenneth
show.
said at a minute and 30, Black Ice was up 6.
Yeah. That's still
Man, listen,
That's
that's
still-
crazy
that's
because like
still-
at that point you just got to take care of the game. Like, you just
man. It's 24 seconds on the shot clock.
Mhm.
Take all 24 seconds.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. But I mean, man, it's no excuse, man. You can't say, man, the refs, they're the reason we lost. No, the reason y'all lost is because y'all let these boys come back on y'all. I'm just telling you. You got to play ball, bro. I'm telling you.
Yes, but that's not to negate though that last.
It was crazy.
It was very
It was
controversial,
crazy.
for real. It was very
It
controversial.
was.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I just knew that like the game was about to go down
Yeah.
like that. Like they were gonna get that win at the free throw line. Because
But we put in replays for a reason, right?
we did. But you know,
And
we'll
I
get
don't
some
know
more.
why people use them in the first quarter. Because it don't make sense.
Why you had to go back to the Red Hawks, bro? That's not even. We not
I'm
even
just saying,
talking about
I'm just
that no
saying.
more. He said that's after they had already walked him down. Yeah, because they were up by like 12. I think I want to say they were up by like 12 or something like
That's
that.
what I'm trying to say, man. Come on. Don't put yourself in that position.
But no, give credit where credit is due. Also though, Dog Pound, they relentless,
Yeah.
won't go away. You know, K-Roll again being a leader.
I'll
Yeah.
say it every week if we got to. Because, I mean, that team, look, man, they won 2 games last year. They've only lost 2 games this year.
They were second to last year.
That is a serious turnaround. So that's all I got to say about it. They're the real deal, period.
DJ says scrimmages don't tell the story. We beat the Wolves by 47, and they had us down 20 in the second quarter. That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
You know what, though?
Look at Q's comment too.
What do you say?
These players be extremely too good to do all that crying to the ref. Play ball.
Bruh. I wish everybody had that attitude.
Man, listen,
Because I be so tired of people whining all the time.
bro. Listen, our generation, we came up not playing for the whistle, but
Hey,
you play
man.
through the whistle.
Through the whistle.
Like if you don't hear the whistle, that means you were either supposed to make the layup or get back on defense.
Hey, if I don't hear it, it ain't a foul. You feel me? If I don't hear pow, it ain't a foul, bro. I ain't bleeding. Ain't a foul, man.
Dogs was missing the dog. Nah, Devin, for sure, bro. And what's the update, Devin? You
Yeah.
good? Like I know you was injured.
Nah, that thing looked crazy Sunday.
Oh, I saw him. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
so-
I thought
Hey, man.
he said he was gonna go get it checked out.
Please, if you haven't got it checked, please get that checked out, bro. Please, please.
Yeah, man, they was missing a dog though for sure.
Bingo. What did Kenneth just say?
K-Row showed why he can be a potential MVP. I
Bingo.
agree.
Bingo.
Bulldogs are the talk of the league. As well they should be.
Yep.
You was just spitting it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Last week they were really K-Row for sure, second place finish in the MVP. Wow.
Okay, we're gonna get into that when we talk about that though. So because we got one more game.
Hey, look, so Steve refs, right? He refs in other leagues too. He was like, man, y'all hate if I ref games because I'll talk to y'all and say stuff y'all want to be a foul is soft. I've seen this with my own eyes. I've seen dudes crying to him. He be like, bro, that's soft, bro. Like, or you soft. Like, get back on D or something like that. Cause
Dude, you know when you're playing and there's no referee and they call that soft foul, I'm like, bruh. Like, you stopped the whole game because somebody touched you like this.
On the layup you were supposed to make for game point.
Here,
yeah, you know how that
I
goes.
can't stand that mess, man.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Y'all need to grow up, man. Man up, bruh.
Sheesh.
Playing like some little pansies.
No disrespect, but Dez is the MVP. Okay, well, we're going to get there. Let's go to the last game so we can get to the award race. God, dog.
Warriors and Titans.
Man.
Dog fight, buddy.
Dog fight. Being a ref is an unappreciated job. Do a great job. Gets no thanks. Have a bad game. Get harassed.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. Warriors and Titans. So Amari came back. And Amari came back. And man, I'll say this about the Warriors, and I'll move on. I'll let you talk about the game. I think the Warriors got something going.
I agree.
I think they got something going. If they can keep that team together, get a few more pieces, the Warriors got something going, man. Mason. Oh, my goodness. How many blocks he had? About 20?
But I ain't even gonna lie. More than what challenge the whole organization changed the itself. That's tough shot. No, for sure he did. He definitely did. K-Row changed the organization around.
Yeah.
More impressive than his blocks was his perimeter defense to me in this game because I hadn't seen that this season.
His blocks on the perimeter.
But he
That's
did.
what I'm
he
talking
did
about.
get a block on the perimeter. He got a block on the perimeter too.
Yeah.
But just the perimeter defense that caused the pump fake, and then you could. Literally, Mason had people in headlocks. We was fighting in front of my Titans. Yeah, that was funny though. I was like, Mason, how you gonna have this boy in the whole headlock?
But man, I didn't like.
He said, I just want my matchup against Mason. That's what Shaq said. Man, we was looking forward to that one. He was hurt during that game.
Oh yeah.
He was hurt. Yeah. I mean, unless the Chargers and the Warriors met in the playoffs.
Yeah.
MVP race is very close. K-Row holds the edge on Dez. But yeah, so I definitely think it was a good game too. It was good to see pretty much the full Warriors team.
Right.
Barlow is there, Amari's there, Mason is there, Nigel, Trey, like Kel. I mean, you literally had like the whole squad finally.
Yeah.
And again, it's late in the season to have. Mason had 5 blocks, he said. It's late in the season to have your whole squad and trying to figure out rotation and
Right.
who plays well together, who doesn't play well together. Who do I have on the floor with Barlow and Mason? Who do I have on the floor? Jamal. Like, why are we forgetting about Jordan? Bruh, we talked about this last week, y'all.
We are going to talk about that later.
Because, again, and this was brought up again on Sunday. If that was the case, then Malik should have got MVP last year.
Yeah,
but we separated because he was a rookie. So
we'll talk about MVP in a second. Let us talk about this game. Right.
Reese, what up, bro? One of our day ones. Silly sticks. Nah, ain't nobody forgetting about Jordan at all. Like, how could you? Did we not just spend a whole segment on him earlier about people slowing him down?
We ain't got to explain this.
Anyway,
talk about this game.
But no, great game. Here yet again, I think he said, "No, Warriors lineups be terrible. Let's call it how it is." So why didn't he? Malik should have gotten MVP too. You know the answer to this. We are separating rookies. All right, I'm not saying it again.
No.
Going forward, there will not be any easier for sure when all teams are getting better. That's very true, TJ. Very, very true.
Thank you, TJ.
Very, very true.
Because that's what we want. We want all the teams to get better.
Yep.
And it seems like some of the teams that was more on the bottom last year starting to come up.
Yep.
You know, and that's why we do drafts. That's why we do that stuff, so that teams can get better. Mason was a first-round pick.
Yep.
You know, K-Roll did some good picking, getting Lingo especially, and King.
And I'm
has
be
been
honest, bro.
huge.
I got to eat my words because I didn't see it in the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, K-Roll was ball dominant. Then he got Lango, who kind of, from what I hadn't seen him play, but just from the scrimmage, the tryout, like he needs the ball. Then you got King, who's a shooter, looks like he needs the ball. Man, I was wrong. I was whole wrong.
But the very first thing you said was K-Roll's ball dominant, and that changed.
It did.
It changed. I mean, he still gets his shots. Don't get me wrong, but he trusts his teammates, man, and you can see it.
And the efficiency when he's not being ball dominant. We went all the way back to the
We did.
Bulldogs, bro. We were not supposed to do that. We were on the next game. But I will finish my thought, and then we can go back. You know, he's still hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still hitting in the moments where he hadn't touched the ball in 3 minutes.
Right.
But then when it finally does come to him, his efficiency is still high, which is something to note. All right, so last game. I want to talk about the Titans.
Yeah.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. The Titans fully loaded the way they are. Jiggy's first game was welcome back, by the way, brother. Glad you made it back safely.
Man. I know that was rough on him, man.
Nah, for sure. But the Titans are a dangerous team, bro. I mean, they literally have offensive weapons. They have defensive weapons. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Their glue guy is James.
Absolutely.
Their glue guy. This year, I feel like he really stepped into this role of being an offensive spark and being a defensive spark. Like, his intensity on both ends of the floor is contagious.
Right.
And then, you know, you got Barry doing what he does. Also, prayers for Barry. Had a same ankle. Man, listen, I hate that, bro. It's like that. It's relentless, bro. Like, when you roll your ankle, it's like the same one wants to keep, but that's why you have to keep strengthening it. So
I
it
hate
won't.
that, man. I really don't.
Oh yeah, no, Easy. We ain't forgetting about Easy. Like, we're not going down the whole thing.
Yeah.
I must don't play for the Warriors. Carl, we gonna get y'all. We're on that game. Relax. We gonna get there. Relax.
This is what I be talking about, man.
What?
Why? Right, calm down. Like, I don't understand. Like, these are grown men. It's like, oh man, I guess I don't play. Man, come on, bruh. Carl, you've been doing good, Carl. You've been doing good, Carl. We like what you've been doing, sir. You've been getting rebounds. You've been playing defense well. You've been playing as a big man, doing your thing, dude. So I'm going to give you your hand claps, bro, because you ask this all the time, and we give you credit. But it's like, dude, why you keep asking? You're doing great, and you fit well with the Warriors, dude. So, yes, credit to Carl. Since he wants it right now in the middle of what we're speaking, credit to Carl. Good job, sir. Good job. You know what I'm saying? You're a good player. I mean, good gracious, man. I mean, we can't even get words out. And people like, can we talk about? Come on, man. You know, and I ain't, you know, you're a good player, dude. Like, for real. I don't think you worked out with the Chargers, but you're doing a good job with the Warriors, man. I'm trying to be positive here. All right. Here we go. But anyway, talking about the Warriors, CEO just went off screen on me, man. But good gracious, man, we gotta stop whining about stuff, man. Like, I'm tired of it, man.
You need some water.
I'm just saying, this is ridiculous, man. So anyway, Shaq said, "I love you, man." Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes it's just like, bro, like, just chill. Just chill. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm trying to be super real with y'all, man. Like, for real. I apologize. I'm just saying. But anyway, back to the team. in the game, and we were talking about the Titans and their team and stuff. I do think they've done well. Everybody go. Here we go.
Remember in Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah.
When Wolverine took all he could took from Deadpool, and he had
Yeah,
that moment
yeah.
in the car where he just went off. That's what you just did just now. You just went clean, slap off.
I'm just saying, bro. Like we
Yeah.
grown men. Like give us a chance, man. Give us a chance to talk. But talk about the Titans. So I will say this about the Titans. I'm trying to bring it back really back in. The Titans, what they I think Justin coming back was a good thing, but it also could have hurt them. The reason I say that is because I think some people sat on the bench a little bit too long.
And
James.
Well, yeah.
James was one of them. He sat on the bench a little bit too long. And I understand, like, Justin is a dynamic player. So I'm not. This is no shame or
Yeah,
anything
nah,
with
yeah.
Justin.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to break up. We talking about, but yeah. Thank you, Shaq. Like we talking about basketball, bro. We talking about being. I'm a man first and all that. Like, bro, we ain't even doing that. I don't know if you watch the show every week, bro, but like we have fun on here, bro. Like we
Yeah.
talk like and all that kind of stuff, but nobody goes home and takes this personal. So. Yeah, if it's getting a little personal for you, then just log off, bro. This ain't the show for you because we talk real. Like we're brothers. Like this is a brotherhood. Like we mess with each other, we joke with each other, and it's all basketball at the end of the day. Ain't nobody on here questioning manhood and all this other type of stuff like that. Like that ain't who we are. I know it's your first year in the league, but if anything, you should be able to know like we ain't them type of people. So
Nah, bro.
if it's getting personal for you, then yeah. Don't get on here trying to show out. You don't care nothing about that, Mike.
It's all good.
All right, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna continue. Get back. You can get back to your
But anyway,
Titans.
like I said,
So Tyler said that James almost died on the court. He got hit by a brick wall. Definitely should have gave him more PT accountability. Hey, you know what? I can take that. I can take that because, and I think that's also what we were talking about too when we talked about coaches, you know, even having accountability, you know, for Tyler to be able to say, you know, hey, I should have gave James more PT or whatever case.
Right.
You know, kudos to you, Tyler, because that if there was any, we made it personal. All right, cool. I'm trying to get mad. Anyway, all right. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like Tyler, you know, he made accountability. And if I had anything that I saw in that game that I felt like would have helped more, it would have been James being on the floor
Right,
longer.
right.
But you know, he had the injury, and Barry had the injury. And as a coach, you do have to reconfigure and kind of figure out, you know, what do I do now in this instance? So. Hey, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Like, stop addressing that, y'all. Like, let's get back to what we was doing because we all know we
Yeah.
not on that. So stop addressing that.
Yeah, I'm. Hey, listen, I'm good. I'm a big boy. I handle my own. So you know what I'm saying. Hey, Carl, you want to talk to me face to face? We good, bro. You know what I'm saying. Hey, don't take it personal. I'm just like I said. I'm just calling it as I see it because we're gonna give you credit. You just don't give us time to do it, and it's like you keep saying it. So. Just chill out, bro. Like it ain't nothing against you, because I do think you're a good fit on that team and you're doing good. So just chill out. I'm a big boy. We can talk
I'm
about
the
it. later.
Draymond of the league
So,
who ready to
here
be
we go.
cool. All right, y'all. So, is there anything else we want to talk? No, James Atkin most improved, bro. That's literally my.
We talked about
we
that.
about to get there. Award races.
Yes.
We about to get there. All right. So, is there anything else we want to talk about with these games? Any other players we want to talk about? I personally want to say that I do like the fit that Larry has found with the Titans. You know, being a former Red Hawk, you know, just seeing what he was able to find over there with the Titans, it seems like he's happy. Seems like he's found a home. And you know, personally, y'all know he said James really is the
He
glue,
is.
though. He is. No, for sure. He
He is.
is. He really is. But yeah, man, it's it's one of those things, man, where I'm just really happy to see him, thriving over there with them. And yeah, man, that team, man, they're just, Justin came in making his presence felt. Wade, I ain't gonna lie, Wade was having a good game too.
He was.
Wade was having a good game.
But like I said, with Justin, he hasn't played with the team the whole year. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he's still
Devin
trying to
said,
feel
end the show.
around.
Ain't no way.
So,
Absolutely not.
who said that?
Devin was like, end the show. Negative. All right, man. You know what? They are knee deep in this award race. So if people feel like, we ain't get to talk about this no more, blame the chat, because we moving on to award races. Because so tell y'all what, there were some people that are new to the league. There are some people that haven't got a chance to see what we do. We actually added the award ceremony last year. Wait, hold on. All right, so Steve asked the question. Steve said, okay, fine. I guess we won't leave. He said, so what really lost the game for the Titans down the stretch, because they were right there?
You want me to be honest?
Hey, you already been unloading. You might as well continue.
I mean,
Go
you want
ahead.
me to be honest? So, I mean, this what you about
Go
to
ahead.
say?
Go ahead.
I mean, this person don't like me anyway, so it's all good. I just think that Don, as good as he is, now this me being, I am giving him his flowers, because Don is a beast.
Yeah,
But-
bro, the Warriors won.
But
Somebody already said it, bro.
yes, somebody who said that. His decision making. Who said that?
Basketball hooper. Who is that?
Yes.
Who is basketball hooper?
Don Julio, because he has made these spectacular shots and stuff at the end of games, he tried to do it again, which I will say he can do that. But he was playing against Mason. The Warriors, whoever decided to put Mason on him was very smart. And Don kept trying to do the one-on-one thing with Mason, and Mason's too long for that. You get what I'm saying? So that's a case of a player trying to get highlights,
I hate DJ.
trying to get highlights at the end of the game, or trying to get highlights, or trying to kind of get that self-glorification and messing up a team. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. And he already got something against me, so I mean, he probably gonna have even more against me. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm telling you, that's what happened. As great of a player as he is, he tried to do his spectacular stuff against a 7-footer, and that's basically what happened.
So Tyler said, get in defensive stops and need to score along with defense. Can't even say it was done, because last game he made 3 clutch threes to send to overtime. We live by it, we die by it. Titans versus everybody. And I think in a nutshell, that's what Sky is saying. It's one of those things where it's like, when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
But that wasn't a good situation for it.
True. I mean, you
Against
got
a
almost 7-footer on you.
You
Yeah.
gotta let somebody else make that shot, bro. You have to. And I'll say, as a coach, I would have to tell them that, like, dude, if you got a 7-footer on you, don't make that shot. First of all, if a 7-footer is on you, who else is down? He's not down low, so maybe you can get a cutter to the basket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like that. But you still, Carl's still there, and stuff like that. But still, Mason he's a huge guy, So to take that shot over him, I just think it was selfish play, bro. That's all.
Well, Steve, you have the answer to your question, sir. That combined, and yeah, TJ, you're doing a lot, bro. He ain't averaged 25. No, Joe's my boy, but we gotta be realistic, bro. He didn't average 25.
So that's it on that for me.
Mason only guard him for 1 play and 1 block. That's it. But it was the most important block of the game, though. It was the most important play and most important block of the game.
That's not true. Mason played him a little bit at the end of the game, pretty much
more than just that
more
one.
than just that one shot.
Well, either way, I think the one that we're talking about that he said, but I completely agree, Scott. I was watching the game and I think they were down 3. Don came down and shot a contested fadeaway in the corner, and I think it got blocked. That was the one Mason blocked. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think it was just the timing of it. I mean, again, you do that with Mason on you. Again, even though Mason was only on him that play, it was the one play that honestly kind of sealed the deal.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah. And I mean, with the Titans, you don't have to do that because you got so many people on the Titans that can make that shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got Justin, that's a shooter. He can make that shot. You got Barry. Barry is more of a slasher down low, but honestly, Barry can hit that shot too. Heck, Backus was hitting that day. Shoot, all right, I might have went too far.
Nah,
because I'm just kidding. Hey, man, Backus was had a benches game.
Hey,
Backus had a benches Backus game.
Man.
I was like, oh, where Backus go the rest of the game? But nah. I averaged 20 that season, TJ. Just for the record, don't do that. Joe's first season on the Red Hawks, I averaged 20, so don't do that. I don't talk about myself often, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I averaged 20 that season. Okay, moving on. Mason on the perimeter. That's what I was talking about earlier. Mason on the perimeter. Listen. That impressed me more than the help side blocks and all that stuff
but
like that.
This is the crazy part though, Darius. If you rewind the play in your head, he pump faked and got stuck. I don't know if you remember, but he did a move and he pump faked to try to get Mason in the air. Mason didn't jump. He still shot the shot. I mean, it was crazy, dude. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So,
He said, I'm mad at one of the Backus threes because
he knew it was good as soon as he got out of his head. And Backus shoots the quick. That dude shoots so quick, man.
he do. He definitely does. So Steve said he had other players open. That's what made the shot and the decision so bad in that situation. Yeah.
But, I'm probably going to get hated on because I tell the truth. All I do is tell the truth, dude. I'm just telling the truth. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, Skill Doctor said, I know I'm late, but I like to ref the playoffs since people cry about fouls, and I think people who was there know I'll strap when they talk. Too crazy. I think he meant scrap. But yeah, no. And Rod used to rep for us.
Yeah, he did
Years ago. So that might even explore that. But no, the Titans got pieces, and I think that's kind of my thing of it. It's like, you allow Don to have the freedom to be who he is because
Absolutely.
He's a bucket. He's a bucket getter.
A bucket plus a bucket.
But I think in the situation to where if it's not there are others that can get a bucket as well too. So I just think in that moment that was a bad decision.
Yes.
Where it's just like, hey, you can get that off because in my mind, oh snap, one of the best defenders on the floor is not on somebody else. He on me. So that means somebody else got an easier bucket than I do.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to this award races. Like I was saying, some people didn't get to see the award show last year, so we just did a little, a little quick recap, whatever the case may be, and we just wanted to show y'all what y'all got to look forward to. So let's take a look at the award race from last year.
The greater the obstacle, the more glory it is in overcoming it. And at the end, you gonna call me the greatest. Yeah. Did it on my own, now they want me gone. Never thought I'd make it, now they seeing greatness. They second guessing me, solely driving me. And I'm gonna be beating on my craft day and night. And I won't stop until they call me the greatest. Call me the greatest. Call me the greatest. I gotta be the greatest. Did it on my own, now they want me gone. Never thought I'd make it, now they seeing greatness. They second guessing me, solely driving me. And I'm gonna be beating on my craft day and night. And I won't stop until they call me the greatest. Call me the greatest. Call me the greatest. I gotta be the greatest.
But we all know we have great plays. We have those moments where, it's a three that wins the game, or it's, a dunk on somebody or something like that. So, we all love those plays, but once again, we had to kind of dwindle it down. So here are your nominees.
Caleb Brown. Kill Show. Steve Promo.
Man, I'm looking at this like, wow. I mean, I felt like I was back at the game again, y'all. But the play of the year goes to Mr. K-Roll Brown.
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate the award. Appreciate Sky West for the platform. I just want to be an image of resiliency. I want to be a person that, no matter what, keep going hard at everything, and I want to continue to push that narrative, that motion. No matter what the situation is, your circumstances, make it happen. And thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. Thank you.
Really, Steve? Really, Steve? You think we ain't looking at the comments, bruh?
Oh my God.
Man, that is not. I am not Steve Harvey, sir. That is not a hairpiece, man. What do you say?
Sky went and got them good sweat-proof enhancements on his lines before the awards.
Bring it on. Come on,
Sky
come on.
with the red alligators on.
Keep going. Come on, let's go. Because I can take it, bro. I can take it.
Man,
I'm good.
that's funny.
I'm grown, man. I can take
What
it.
you said you gonna grow it back out? So
I'm gonna grow it back out, though.
they can
Steve,
know, so they'll know it's not.
was he at the award show last year?
Nah.
Yeah, I would have pulled it for you because I ain't letting you feel it, but I would have pulled it for you and let you know it's mine.
Way to avoid the pause. Man. Way to avoid the pause.
Yes, of course.
The Sky hairline. Seriously. Here we go. But nah, y'all, that was just a little peek into the award show. Like I said, y'all know how we do at Sky West. We don't have to do anything. So it's fun. You know, we do the whole, if you ain't never been to the ESPY Awards or the Oscars or any of those things like that, you know, we got our picnic table suit. Seriously. We got our own award show right here at Sky West. So they said, let's Sky. Not they saying you pulling a LeBron.
Bro, you see, look, ain't no distance. It's the same, bro. It's the same. I just cut it shorter. God damn.
Oh, he said Soul Glow.
Hey, I did put some grease in that joint, though. Well, the old Blue Magic.
Okay, with y'all.
Oh, boy.
Not with y'all. Oh, my God. But, yeah, y'all. And then, you know, at the end of the award ceremony, y'all know it's going to be food. And, you know, we don't do, so Tyler said we grilling this year. We still working through what we're going to do food-wise. But last year, it wasn't just, like, you know, little finger foods and stuff. It was chicken, mac and cheese. It was, like,
No, it was good food.
It was food. So, yeah. Scott had that Suge Knight demeanor. Killing. All right, so award races. Here we go.
Hey, I do want to say something about the cookout, though.
Okay.
Because Shaq, kudos to Shaq. Shaq and I talked, and we was just talking about, even after the award ceremony, just all the Sky West kind of getting together, many of us as we can, and just trying to do a little something. He was like, he down for it. So I think Goon, he does some cooking and stuff like that as well. So stupid. But anyway, Goon actually does some catering as well. So if anybody else want to kind of help out or have any ideas, man, we might just kind of maybe form a team to where we can do that. I talked to K-Roll as well, talked about doing some spades, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, I don't know how to play dominoes, but, you know, I love spades. So if y'all want to do that, y'all just come holler at me, man. We can get like maybe a small committee together and try to get that done. So just want to get that plug in there.
Cool. So let's talk about the award races real quick, and we're gonna close the show out for tonight. So first one, what Player of the Year?
We already know what that is.
We already know what that is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it involves coffins.
Could have just moved on. All right. So what's the? Yeah, nah, man. Y'all gotta come. Quinn said he can help cater. Y'all know what I do. Put me in the kitchen. Taste tester. Let me get out of here. Back at us.
He said taste tester 3000.
I'll be there again, K-Roll for sure. Jordan's dunks, number one. Yeah, man. Listen,
we talked about
this.
this,
This is an award show to celebrate all of us. It's not just about one person, one team. It's really more than just the awards. It's something to bring us all together. We've been hooping together all year, all season. We've been doing all this. So yeah, this is just to bring us all together.
You didn't even mention the red carpet.
Oh yeah. And we had a red carpet beforehand. All of that, like red carpet, step and repeat pictures, all the type of stuff like that. So
family, stuff like that. Yeah,
all that type stuff. Trey baptism, calling it.
Oh boy.
So all right, so let's get into this.
I don't cook pork. All right, go ahead.
Let's get into this. These award races.
So that was the Player of the Year. We got that.
That's Player of the Year.
We don't talk about that no.
Most improved.
James.
We
said.
Well, let's just name. We're not gonna vote tonight. We just gonna name our three. Most improved.
No. I was saying James is one. He said let's make a chat. Hey, K-Roll, I might call you afterwards, so we maybe start that. So, but yeah, I think James is a front runner for that.
The award show was dope as heck. First time being a part of something. Big ups to the Sky West fan. Nah, for sure, Shaq. Appreciate that, brother.
And I will say this, since we're on that still, a lot of players didn't come because they didn't win the championship or they felt like they didn't win anything. Listen, at the end of the day, to me, you guys being in this league and being a part of this league is what that was about. It wasn't about just a championship team. Of course, we're going to celebrate them, whoever wins the championship. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's really a celebration of you guys coming together and playing basketball.
What TJ say? Go back down to TJ real quick. It's down. Hold on, let me go back to it. For me and Shaq, did we dress up? Because MVP TJ showed out. Man, listen.
Hey, he did.
He definitely did. Yeah, man. Y'all come on, dress up, man.
You, man. It's a nice
that's the fun of it, man.
Yeah.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah. So we would love for everybody to show up, like for real. So it was very fun. So.
Darius said a Backus Report Award. He deserved one by mid-season.
Taste tester and a Backus.
Right, taste tester and Backus Report Award. Anything else, bro? Let us know. That's funny. All right, so we said most improved. People were saying Joe.
Joe, too, yes.
James,
Joe, and Joe are the two front runners to me.
James and Joe. All right, so we'll leave that one at James and Joe.
Yeah.
All right, six man. Did we ever get the final confirmation on whether or not Joe actually qualifies as a six man?
I think they said he started.
Kenneth,
how many? Joe, how many games did you start?
Backus Report would be an Emmy. Actually, it would be an Emmy just for those that. That would be an Emmy. But yes, it does. Kenneth, do you know about that? How many games he started? As to how many he actually was a six man coming off the bench? But for now, I'll still have him in there for now. Lango.
Absolutely. Lango, absolutely.
I'm trying to think. Who's y'all six man? It changes almost every game, right?
I can't. Yeah, we don't really have a six man like that because our lineups change.
Kenneth said Stat Keeper Award, GM of the Year Award, Most Improved James, offensive end, defensively, Devin Collins on the defensive end. So Tyler said Joe Orlango. So it sounded like Joe Orlango.
Yeah.
GM of the award. GM of the year got to be K-Row or the Reverend Dr. Durden.
Right.
Lango for sure. Joe Orlango.
Yeah. That sounds like
It sounds
everybody
like it's
saying that.
Joe Orlango. But it's got to be one more though. Who else comes off the bench?
I'm trying to think. Technically, the Chargers players come off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
He'll shoot it, couldn't he? He'll shoot it. ISO Joe got to get one of them awards. I agree, Steve. He got to get one of them.
Yeah.
So I was literally about to say, can we even say that He'll Shoot It is a 6-man anymore? Because he started some of
he
these
be
games.
starting, and then you got KB coming off the bench.
Oh, Kenneth, so you're saying Joe only started 3 games?
I think that was I think that was the consensus last time. Is that he started?
I
3
mean,
games.
shoot, you only started 3 games out of 10. I mean,
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
I'd say you a 6-man.
I would too.
All right. What is it? Rookie of the year? No, Defensive Player of the Year.
Player of the year. Man, that's so up in the air, bro.
That one is tough.
If Mason would have played all year, it would have been him. You were in the running as well until CI scored 80 on you. And then, see, and this is what I'm saying though, D. This is what I'm saying, dude. This is what I'm saying. So,
Hey, and you notice I ain't saying nothing else about it, right?
But this is what, like, Carl, this is your first year. So, dude, everybody gets it from me, bro. It ain't personal. So I just want to let you know it ain't personal. But
Golly. Sheesh, brother. All right, they say Mason. They say Nick Mason.
Nick was Nick definitely. I don't think Mason played enough games. I don't think
How
he's
many he
played.
missed? Because
Yeah, how many? Hey, somebody let us know how many Mason missed.
still laughing at you. Tennessee has scored 80.
I'm being honest with you.
See, I killed my DPOI chances. Okay, that's fine.
But I have to. I normally don't do this, but
Glass or
Miles,
Nick?
I still think Miles is up there. We've put Miles on a lot of tough assignments, so I'll put him up there as well.
Yeah. Amari, DPOY. So Nick, Glass.
Yeah, Glass done threw some stuff out of the building. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get at least 3 though. So Mason. So Joe, y'all saying Mason only missed 3 games? Defensive Player of the Year will be hard to call. I think so too. Because all the stats are very similar.
They are.
All the stats are very, very similar.
That's what I said. Miles.
Nick, Glass, and Miles.
I said Miles. If Mason only missed 3 games, I got to put Mason in.
You
there.
have to put him in there.
I got to put him in there.
If he only missed
If
3.
he only missed 3 games, I got to put Mason in there. I thought he missed more than 3, so yeah. Y'all keep him coming.
That's why I say I'm trying to watch and see what else everybody's saying. Glass, Mason, Nick. I got your back there. See, I couldn't hold me. Like, thanks, TJ. God, dog. Everybody has their great days. Like I said, the next game he was missing coming out. He just hit everything on me that day. And I was right there in his face. Oh, we cannot leave Rome out of that conversation. We cannot leave Rome out of that
Nah,
conversation.
because Rome is a dog.
Bro, listen.
Rome is a dog. Yeah. Kenneth said Mason.
Oh, they said Mason has played only 3 games.
Okay, we gotta take
Okay.
him out then if he.
They say, man, he missed 5 games. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't think he played that many games. So okay.
Most definitely Nick and Glass. So, yeah, Rome 6'7". That's what he say.
Yeah.
So, Nick, Glass, Rome, Miles, throw them in there. All right, Rookie of the Year.
It's gonna be between King and Jordan. It's gonna be between King and Jordan.
Sky West with the 65-game playing requirement.
Whatever.
Hey, TJ, you really have, though. And, bro, like I said, TJ, I really wish that block could have made top 10, though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that block he had this week was nasty.
It was.
Mason played way more than 3 games.
So somebody tell us how many he played.
Well, I mean, his coach just said he played
said 3. I don't remember him playing that many.
I thought he played more than 3. I don't know.
I don't remember
We'll figure
how
that out.
many he's played. That's all I'm saying.
We ain't got to figure that live on the air right now. It's okay. What did K-Roll say? DPOY, Nick, Sam, Twin, Dev, watch film. K-Roll, you going to vote for all 4 of them for Defensive Player of the Year? You being a good leader, K-Roll. I'm going to let you have that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing
Nothing
wrong
wrong
with
with that. Vote for your team, sir. No problems. Rookie of the Year. We're on Rookie of the Year. So Jordan, I think between Jordan and King, I'm not gonna. I think that's it. Hold on. Jordan, King. We gotta throw the third one in there. PJ.
In there for sure. There's just a lot of other folks locking up though consistently. Who you talking about?
You hear what I said?
You know what? Shaq being petty. He said Carl had 1 block last week. He got to be Rookie of the Year.
Man, I ain't gonna adjust
Yeah,
that.
you
I ain't
gonna
adjusting
go
that
back
no more.
there?
Nah. That was a little heat.
All right, so look.
King, Jordan,
and PJ.
PJ.
And PJ.
Yeah. PJ.
King, Jordan, and PJ, for sure. But Rush is saying Jordan is unanimous. King, Jordan, PJ. PJ had 1 bad game. Rookie of the Year, King, Jordan. Jordan or King. Jordan or King. Devin said easy. Barely only missed 3 games. So, I mean, Barry could be in that talk, too. Real talk, Jordan, Rookie of the Year, and it's not even close. Barry, PJ, Jordan, King. I would say that would be the solid 4.
Yeah.
Barry, PJ, Jordan, King.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that would be the solid 4.
Yep.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Yes, we're gonna say, Jordan definitely. But if we let's unpack it just a little bit, because you got to look at what King has been doing and what he's been averaging in his rookie season for the Bulldogs. You have to look at that. I want to say King and Kenneth, you can help me out here. I don't know, but he's been averaging. I can't say he's been averaging less than 25, 30.
Dude, that dude.
I mean, he's on the bottom ticker just about every week. I want to say this is like one of the first weeks K-Roll took him off the ticker. But he on the ticker like almost every week.
But it is the importance of when he hits shots, dude. Like it is. I'm telling you, he hit.
Well, I don't even know. If we can say importance though, because take away all the short shots that Jordan hits, they're pretty important to the Panthers organization.
Or should I say timing? Because a lot of times they'll be down and he'll just go on the streak. So
Jordan had a 40-point triple-double.
I mean, nobody's arguing against Jordan.
No, this is not an argument against someone else. We're just unpacking, the whole thing, not just doing the eye test, but we're unpacking the whole thing from an analytical standpoint.
Right. So
you have to look at PJ too. PJ averages probably 25, 40. That's a huge gap. Top 2 field goal percentage in the league. Jordan might be the league leading scorer. 29, 15, 7. Just saying. PJ. I mean, bro, that's what I'm saying. Again, eye test can say one thing, but numbers, and in truth, numbers can say another thing and can be wrong.
But I'll ask you guys a question and you can answer in the chat. Is scoring the only thing that we're talking about right now?
That's a good question.
Because
that is that is what everybody is saying.
That's what everybody's talking about.
They scored this, they scored that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Are we talking the totality of the game, or we're talking just scoring? Because we're talking just scoring. Obviously, Jordan, he's up there. You know what I'm saying? Just scoring.
I ain't gonna hold you. Jordan's a defender too, though.
He is. He's a defender as well. But I'm just saying, based off of
what are we basing it on? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you guys are trying to base it off of. So
MVP.
So I'll say this because everybody want to talk about Jordan being MVP. So let me say this: winning matters. Remember we talked about that. They just had a devastating loss. Okay, and as we stated about K-Roll and stuff like that and about Malik, it's really we've never given one to a rookie. You know what I'm saying? That's just not our MO. You know what I'm saying? It's not what we do. So I do think I think his name is in there as being an MVP. Don't get me wrong, but that's just not something that we don't want the Jordan show. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jordan show, Jordan. You know, one of those things. But I'm just saying.
Not to say not to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, he's like that. But you know, it's been players that has come in with that type of caliber and scored those amount of points and was a huge part of their team that we did not give.
Yeah,
MVP
because like I
to.
said, Malik, it was the same thing with Malik last
Yeah.
year, and he and I even had that conversation. It was just like, yeah, bro, like we not gonna disrespect what you did last year like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, so we can kind of squash that conversation.
So
But we can
MVP.
We can talk about that comment right there, Cairo. That's one. Because of how he turned his team around, he's taking less shots, giving the ball up more, but still very effective to the team.
His numbers aren't drastically different. That's the
No.
crazy part.
No.
His numbers aren't drastically different than last year.
He is I mean, when you're talking about MVP, man, his leadership on that team is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So gotta give him props. I think the other name's been tossed around is Dez. That's the other
I'm not gonna
name.
lie, the Wolves have two. Because you got to talk about Dez. I mean,
Yep.
Dez has been the constant all year, but you also got to talk about Rashad.
Of course.
Because even if you look at what happened in that Blazers game,
Right.
I mean, again, we've known Rashad for one thing, scoring the basketball. We had no idea coming in that he would be the facilitator that he is. So,
He didn't do that.
no, he never did that.
He didn't do that. Rashad has been I'm telling you, he's
Tell
been
you
doing his
something.
thing.
Shaq
man.
got me about to walk off set again.
What'd he say?
Please pull up Shaq's comment.
No comment, bro. No comment. I'm gonna leave that alone. I've already harped on that too much.
Shaq,
I'm gonna leave
come
that
on,
alone,
bro. Help me. Help
I'm
me.
leaving that alone, bro. Rashad, Cairo, easy.
Shaq, K-Roll, Dez.
I think those are the three
I'm
names
trying to
that
make
keep
sure it's not.
popping.
I'm going through all. Oh, Gino.
Gino.
I would throw Gino in there too.
Yeah, so
It's just been some games for Gino. It's just been some games that the Blazers have had that could have gone a certain way, and Gino just honestly took control of it.
right.
And the reason why I will give him that nod is because I feel like that's one of the biggest. Oh no, I love it, Shaq. That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. I can't. Gino gets a lot of flack for, man, why don't he just take over and be that guy? Like, why don't he just? He gets a lot of flack for that. So I think that's where we got to go to work tomorrow. Hey man, look, listen, I'm watching this time, bro. Y'all got us almost at the 2-hour mark. Hey man, but this because y'all be wanting to talk, man. We be wanting to make sure, you know, we definitely want to, address what y'all got going.
Shaq says Shaw's in the convo.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few people that agree. I
All
gotta
right,
give
so-
him his credit. So
Shad, Dez, K-Roll,
Cairo.
and Gino. That would be my 4.
Yep.
That would be my 4 for sure.
Yep.
What time the Chargers play Sunday? What time do the Chargers? Let's run through the games real quick, and then we're going to get out of here.
Games. We still gotta adjust, man. We still got. We'll talk about it next
We
time.
got to talk about it. Juan? Hey, matter of
Be
fact,
on.
Juan, why don't you come up to the studio and talk with us
Yes.
next week?
Yes, Juan.
Since that was your
Juan.
topic, we're
Yes.
gonna have you come up and talk with us next week.
Here we go. Here's the statement that was penned.
Oh no! You
Is
can
that
take that down. Take that down. We're not going to address that this week. That
Oh.
was one statement. Yeah, no, we're not going to address that tonight. We're gonna hit that next week.
Let me see where we at. All right, let's talk about next week's games. Bulldogs and Titans. So I think the Titans still have a chance if they were to beat the Bulldogs, and some other stuff got to happen.
We ain't got to talk about who got chances. Let's just talk about the games next week because it's a whole lot of stuff that we really need backers to explain. So we're just gonna leave all that alone for right now. Let's just go through the games.
Wolverine Savages.
That's first.
No, Bulldogs and Titans.
Bulldogs,
first.
Titans first. Okay.
Wolverine Savages.
Steve and TJ.
What is that?
Steve and TJ for MVP.
We got the Red Hawks and the Warriors. That's gonna be an interesting game. Blazers and Chargers is fourth, and Black Ice and Panthers. I will say I do want to talk about one game.
Okay.
Blazers and Chargers.
Yeah.
This is a game that decides who's going to be third or fourth.
Oh, who's gonna be in the play-in or not?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Backers said no. It's already explained. Backers said ain't no backers report tonight.
No, he did put it on the backers report. So if you want to know,
he did.
you want to know
He
all the
definitely
nuances.
did. He
But
did.
I did want to highlight the Blazers and Chargers because that was a 1-point game. That was an exciting game.
Mm-hmm.
And I am really, really, really ready to see that. So that is the fourth game of the day. So
Tyler
that
said it's game of the week. I
yes,
think it's gonna be too,
absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely.
And Black
So,
Ice is playing who?
Black Ice is playing the Panthers.
Panthers.
That's
Okay.
last.
Okay.
That game has
It has implications on it too.
because I think if either one of those teams,
Black Ice has to win by 8 or more.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be fun stuff. So
That's the biggest game. Everybody pop out for sure.
yes,
Black
yes,
Ice
come
versus
see it.
Panthers is the game to talk about. Yeah, because that's the one that's got the implications.
That's for the fifth.
I think that's for the fifth.
for the play-in,
For the
the
play-in
fifth,
game,
yeah.
yeah, for the play-in.
Because I think all the 1 through 4 is locked as far as who's going to be in it, but number 1 and number 2 is locked on that position. So the Wolves and the Bulldogs are locked at number 1 and number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 and 4
Can flip and flop. Yeah.
can flip and flop, and that can determine if you're going to play the extra game. So fun times, fun times.
And see, this is why I love our league and our format because it literally goes down to the very last
Yes.
week
Yes.
of decision making. Like, you know, other people, oh man, we still got 3 weeks left and we already know who in the playoffs. Nope, not over here. Like, you got to play all the way through here. So,
Yes, sir.
anyway,
Yes, sir.
it's been a long night. It's been a fun night. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, like y'all do every week. Y'all's energy. One thing we do have to address real quick before we go. Sorry, we should have did this earlier.
Absolutely.
So and I hate to end the show like this, but we have gotten some complaints from the church, so we do have to let y'all know what they are. So, you know what?
Ask Darius Backus.
Yeah, ask Backus. Talk to Backus about that. And actually, I just decided, no, I'm not going to do this on air. We'll just address what the church is asking. So all players, when we come to the middle, I'll just let y'all know what the church is asking. Just some things we got to tighten up. But overall, it's been a great season.
One thing though we do have to address.
Oh, the people that they bring
Well, just
and what they bring in the gym.
Yeah, what they bring in the gym,
Yeah.
more like that. So there's no like alcoholic beverages allowed. Somebody tried to bring some alcohol in. I don't know them.
No, they did bring
They
alcohol.
did. They brung alcohol in. It didn't get passed though. That's why I said they tried to bring it in. But basically, we do not. There's no alcohol or anything allowed. So make sure you tell your people that.
It's still being played. You know, it's not a church league, but it is being played at a church
Right,
facility. So
right.
you got to be respectful, y'all. So
Yeah.
just tell y'all people, like when they come, like, hey, like, you know, you can't bring that here. I honestly didn't think that you had to tell people that, but you know, apparently now we do. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing we'll address right now. But they're cool, they're fine. You know, they're glad to have us, all that type of stuff like that. But we do have to address this stuff. But everything else we'll address later. But all right, fellas, that's it for tonight. Fellas, ladies, gentlemen, Club Sky West. Which club is that? Oh,
That's
snap.
an old school club.
Man, watch out. They trying to have communion. Nah, clearly.
Nah, bro, that wasn't communion drink.
Yeah, nah,
That wasn't red wine.
yeah, that wasn't red wine at all. That was
No, sir.
hard liquor. But anyway, all right, y'all. We finna close this thing on out, but we'll see y'all on Sunday. This is week 10, y'all. The regular season will be over. Shaq said
Cancun.
They sending folks to Cancun. So you know what it is. He said that was communion wine. All they needed was the
We ain't starting tonight. It's 10.
What, bro? Like y'all literally
gotta
said
go.
end the show, and
And
then
then
now
y'all
y'all
gonna
want to
come
get
in
caught.
and
See,
see?
this is why. This is why the show is a 2-hour show. This is exactly why.
It's supposed to be like an hour.
And, Mama Kenya said, y'all behave. Don't ruin a good thing. So
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Kenya.
Thank you.
We missed you this season. We ain't heard you screaming at the players.
She
Like
got
we
the babies, but she got the babies.
we
bro.
missed you this
Leave her
season.
alone,
Kenya.
bro.
We got to see you soon.
Yeah.
He said, I mean, it was in a reddish bottle. Oh, so that'll pass for communion because it was in a reddish bottle.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I promise y'all, man.
All right. On that note, you know what? You go ahead, close us out, Sky.
Hey man, hey. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, but we out because y'all crazy.